Along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.
You could call this a boomerang trip for them. Hitting the road, and just as soon as they've left, they're headed back home again. So hopefully they're well-rested and can make the most of these games.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
And there's a pick. Middleton outside. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
Oh, man, nice jam from Middleton. The veteran swingman understands when to go after dunks like that.
Well, when you talk about a classic 3-and-D guy, Paul George is one of the first to come to mind, Brent.
I agree, B.A. I think he's been a little bit underappreciated. But this guy, both ends of the floor, with the ability to score and defend, is elite.
Here's Castle. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. And Middleton gets the three. Middleton's got 5.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
George, no good. Nembhard with it. Guarded now by Ball. Pass to Castle. Middleton up top. Here's Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now Aiden. And stolen by Jokic. Pass to Middleton. Back to Jokic. Nembhard with it. Launches a 3. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
To stop the run. The Thunder with the rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Back to Jokic. Second shot opportunity. Nembhard outside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Middleton, no good. Here's the break. Here's Ball, plenty of space. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
And aggressiveness from Lonzo, showing that he's getting better and better at these quick offensive decisions.
Pass to Jokic. Up top, Johnson. Over Jackson. The shot by Johnson, no good. George for three. Rebound by Middleton.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Here's Jokic. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
That's a pretty sweet dish there by Paul George. Just selfless on that play.
To the inside. Middleton. The layup off target. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Here's Jokic. Nembhard, good. Nembhard's got 11 points.
Just such an instinctual passer. Really reminds me of Arvydas Sabonis, who came over and dazzled us from the center position.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The visitors with the ball. Trailing by 4. Oh, it's stolen.
Well, the instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
Screen by Holmgren. Here's George. Jokic grabs the board.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Nembhard outside. Offensive board. Kicks it out to Middleton. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Give him 8. And so the first quarter is in the books. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 9. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game. Pass to Najee. 6 to shoot. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Going inside. And the basket by Castle. And the Thunder lead by 9. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
They set the pick. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
George's shot is off.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Jokic. He's covered by Ayton. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Brent, you had a ton of playoff experience as a player. What was the atmosphere of the NBA postseason like?
Well, the intensity certainly picks up, BA, but looking back at it, it's so fun to see the amount of attention that all of a sudden comes with playoff basketball. So many more fans, so many more cameras, so much on the line. It's really where you enjoy all that hard work. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
There's a screen. Jokic muscles it down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
Oh, man, how's that for a finish? I love seeing PG hammer it down.
Now Jokic. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, BA, not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Inside. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Holmgren. And the jam by George.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Here's Castle. Here's the pick. Nembhard outside. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
That's the defense, knowing Jokic is the former MVP, not giving him an inch, but that results in a foul.
A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line? Well, he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Beasley. Back to Beverly. Down low. Jokic is doubled. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
He's turned it on here in the second quarter, getting his offensive game on track.
And it's Beverly on the drive. Beasley outside. The 3 ball. Sends it home from three-point land. Beasley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. George outside. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I've just seen these massive leaps from Paul George throughout his career, particularly as a playmaker.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Oklahoma City leading by 8. There's 37 seconds left in the second period. And here's Beverly. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Shot clock at 6. Beasley with it. Guarded now by Ball. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. "19 seconds left in the second period." George, good. George has got 11 points in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
It's Anderson on the wing. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
George drives in. And that one, good. George has got 17. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Thunder up by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Castle.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
George with it. Shot from the low post is good. George has got 19 points.
And what a masterful performance from PG tonight, looking like the all-NBA guy he is.
Middleton outside. Jokic the screen. Castle for 3. And Aiden pulls it down. It's a one-on-one situation. The 3, George gets the 3 to fall. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Anytime George gets the chance from 3, if he's in a rhythm, he's going to knock it down.
Johnson for 3. Offensive rebound. Jokic. It doesn't go for him. Pass to Holmgren. This one for 3. Counted from distance.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Thunder making a change here. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. To win the run, Castle misses.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
Yeah, no doubt this is what happens to an aging player. And for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body.
There's a screen. Pass to Mamukelashvili. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Back to Holmgren. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Middleton, no good.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Stolen by Jackson. George outside. Puts up a three. No luck on that one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Thunder trail by 5. And there's the screen. Middleton outside. The three. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, B.A., he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Here he goes. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman. You love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
George, right side. Ball outside. No good with the triple. Thunder trail by 6. Castle for 3. Ball with the rebound. George for 3. On target from range. George has got 12 now in this quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Nembhard outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Middleton. George with a steal. They've got numbers. Ball no good. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Thunder trail by 9. .136 left in the third quarter. They set a pick. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. And Ayton pulls it down.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it. He has been an absolute wrecking ball from outside during this half, guys.
Middleton outside. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Just 5 on the clock. Gets the 3 ball to go.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
George. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. George has got 34.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Pass to Castle. Kicks it out to Middleton. Fires the 3. Another miss by Middleton.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Good on the second one.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Johnson. Pass to Mamukelashvili. 4-3. He can't hit that time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 12.
52.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's ball. And now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Nikola Jokic is doing. Allie.
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Thunder's head athletic trainer, and his analysis, an aggravation of that nagging shoulder tendonitis. Extremely painful. Injuries are obviously never at a good time, but they seem even more frustrating this early in the season, guys.
All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
Takes a 3, and Middleton gets a 3.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Here's Nembhard. Jumps up, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And that's the only thing that's going to get him back in this game, if there's still even a chance of that.
George outside. Ayton with a screen. George drives in. And the jam by George.
PG showing that's a signature dunk from him.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Middleton. Ball with the rebound.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Just playing hard. George not letting up at all at the offensive end.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Castle. They set the screen. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Castle. 6 to shoot. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
That's great signs to see Chris Middleton get up just like that.
George left side. Pass to Jackson. Back to George. Shot is up. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis where they'll face the Grizzlies. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Middleton outside. Three-pointer. And Ayton pulls it down.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Out to the right wing. Here's Mamukelashvili. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Thunder trail by 20. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. Ball right side. George, a deep 3. Rebounded by Johnson. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Middleton up top. There's the triple. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance. Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
And here they come. And laid in to finish off the break. George has got 51.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
He takes it in. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Castle. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from way outside. No good.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
"56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Jackson. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.